very worst case, you would have been recorded and put online after, but that's not the point.
Yeah, but it doesn't do the same kind of justice as everybody else wants.
I know.
I think we'll be good.
Yep. C'est pas le lien. Faut pas qu'on rapporte.
Down a bit, so might as well come on top of somebody.
Oh, not a half set.
Fuck the hat. Oh. I thought you were talking to me.
All right. My play-by-play guy. We have play-by-play tonight.
Oh, you got, what's his name?
Brandon Bordeaux from Kahnawake.
Yeah. He does a great job.
Oh, he does.
He did a good job. Against Ross. Not playing because he was down at school still. He went to school this year down in Kiski in Pennsylvania. Yeah, he likes it. He's missing this, but he'll be here in a couple weeks. Right, yeah. His game was like, that's good. You know, I want to do that. That guy, he got picked up with Kahnawake or something in Buffalo. Yeah. He's got a good great throw. He had again. Oh, not again. It was. He's got a great throw. Good to see him.
It's on now. You're on, but you're not connected yet, so.
So did you really know about the C and B stream? Tournament was so mad at Facebook, I called it feces book.
What?
Beer's not though.
No.
That's about the truck. I was waiting for you.
Ran over a nail again. I'm like, I've knocked on wood.
Never.
One flat tire my career of driving. My kid, into 19, like 4. What?
It's a good thing that he's from Scotland.
You're not the... No, I'm I'll plug you in?
Yeah, go for 3 hours to drive there.
Good evening. Welcome to Howard Darwin Arena in Nepean, Ontario for this Game 2 of 20 of the 2025 Ontario Junior B Lacrosse League season for both of these two teams, the Kahnawake Hunters and Nepean Knights. This is a combination, of course, of Baby Blue Memories and Laxfo Productions. Brandon Bordeaux on the mic and Martin Waugh behind the camera, bringing you this game. This game is also brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness, as well as Mohawk as Super Bingo. The Kahnawake Hunters and Nepean Knights both 1-0 coming into tonight's action, both with a 3-goal win over a Far East Division foe. The Hunters, of course, beating Gloucester in a game which is available on my YouTube 13-10, while the Nepean Knights defeated the Akwesasne Thunder on Tuesday night 9-6 here. Our officials for tonight's game are Davey Hallett and Dominique Hartley. The Hunters were wearing red/burgundy, black, and Nepean, I believe, are going to come out with their whites and yellow. Busy weekend coming up for both of these two teams. Seems like every game, every weekend during the course of the season is extremely busy, but the Knights have 2 home games here. They'll host Mimico and Brampton, while the Hunters are on the road. 2 games we'll have live back on my regular Baby Blue Memories channel. The Hunters in Newmarket play Saturday night at 7 p.m. and Kahnawake visits the West Durham Ironheads for a 1 p.m. tilt. Of course, on Sunday. Oh, those dreadful 3 out of 4s. 3 games in 4 days. They got to be rough. Akwesasne's got to be happy with the fact that they played on Tuesday and don't play tonight. Instead, they're back in action Saturday when they visit, well, they'll be visiting the Ironheads, and then Sunday they'll be in Newmarket. It's reversed for the Hunters. Of course, the Hunters in Newmarket Saturday, and then West Durham on Sunday afternoon.
We're about 1 minute away till game time. If you're wondering why the action hasn't started yet, it's just the clock was put a little late. I got 8:01 on our cam, and now the 1 minute mark, 1 minute warning of this game has been signaled in. The Hunters taking the floor. They're wearing their black tonight, so they got the burgundy back at home. Hunters wearing black. Of course, this is a rematch of the conference semifinals, which took place last week. Arguably the best series of the entire playoffs. The Hunters and Nepean Knights going the full 5 games with momentum swinging back and forth several times before the Hunters finally prevailed by 1 goal in the deciding 5th game before sweeping Orangeville and claiming the Eastern Conference Championship. But the Eastern Conference regular season championship in each of the last 3 years have been these guys, the Nepean Knights, who are taking the floor now. Both teams 1-0 coming into this game. And mention every game in the Far East Division, it's almost like, you know, a chimpanzee on average is about 1.25 to 1.5 times stronger than an average human of similar size. It's like every Far East Division game is like 1.25 to 1.5 times more intense than the average OJBLL game. These 4 teams in this division are extremely acquainted with one another, and the action on the floor obviously is extremely intense. As we have the Haudenosaunee and Canadian national anthems playing next. And do you ever feel like some games need no introduction? Well, I think these 2 teams do not to be introduced to one another. They do not need to be introduced whatsoever. Last year they played a grand total of 9 times, and the Hunters won 3 of the 5 most important ones, even though the Knights took the season series 3 games to 1. As you mentioned off the top, our officials for this game, Davey Hallett and Dominique Hartley. Davey, our lead official for tonight's contest. The Hunters in black with white and burgundy playing from left to right. Starting netminders. In goal, Kig Shognosh getting the call between the pipes for the Hunters, and Mateus Houlihan in goal for the Knights. Nepean attacking right to left. Starting face-off man for the Hunters is Leighton Bomberry, number 19. He's going up against Josh Sweet of Nepean, number 20. Another number 20, Bryce Stout, out there for the Hunters. We are underway, and Nepean controls. And this contest is underway. Someone's going to be 2-0 by the end of the night. Or maybe two teams will be 1-0-1. As you may have forgotten, ties still do exist. And ties are, in fact, a thing here in the regular season. Here comes Kennedy for Nepean. Shaw Kennedy, 51, threw it out in front. Shot fake, good move, and that one's blocked. Oh, it was stopped, they say. Ball flickered up in the air, out of play off of a Knight Hunters ball. Justin Stevenson got that shot away. Marcus Daibo tied up. And it's scooped up by the Hunters. Stout breaking it into Nepean territory. Throws it back out. And the Hunters can regroup here. Not necessarily get a full offensive possession. There's still 7 seconds on the shot clock. Rice on the front. Shot comes in. Score! No! After the whistle, they say. After the buzzer went off. I mean, in real time, I got to agree with Hallett, but he had the best view, and him and I had the same thought. Knights in ball possession. Score! This one will count. Griffin Armstrong bounces one through, and the Knights are on the board first. It's 1-0 Nepean. He comes right around the screen and bounces one between the wickets, and the Hunters, who got off to a really bad start last Friday in Gloucester, still ended up winning the game. But you don't want to make this a habit, getting off the slow starts. Remember, the Hunters last year were a third period team, but you don't want to dig yourself too deep a hole. Nepean scoring just a minute and change into this game, 1-0 Knights. And Kennedy back on it. Threw it out front. Shot! And Shognosh answers the bell. This is Kahnawake in possession, and they'll bring it back out. Owen Rice. Cayman Daibo. Over to Rice. Owen back out to Saganugwatsudu-Yanis. 5 seconds to shoot. Out in front. Pass got behind the Hunters netminder, or the Hunters attacker, and it's sent back in. And Nepean forces a shot clock violation. 2 straight turnovers to start this game for the Hunters. 0 shots on goal. Nepean has a 1-0 lead. In possession, it's Gabe Young. Sends it over to the near side. Shot over the top, not on. 10 seconds to go. Follow-up chance, and Shognosh answers the bell. Tiger Stacy up the floor. And this is Darius Jones, the rookie, number 14. Played a couple of games last year, including all 4 in that first-round series win over the Clarington Green Gales. Dehahande Albany back out. Dylan Martin tried to feed Cayman Daibo with the pass. And that'll be picked off. 3 straight turnovers to start this game on offense for the Kahnawake Hunters. And their offense was extremely crisp in that 13-10 win over Gloucester. Consistent too. 4 goals in 1 period, 5 goals in the second, 4 in the third. Out in front, quick stick, and Shognosh makes the save. Back out in front it comes. Shognosh! 2 big stops. Shots on goal are 5-0 Nepean right now, and the Hunters gotta wake up here. Saganugwatsudu-Yanis throws it out to Cayman Daibo. Cayman with a little bit of daylight. Spins around. Sends it over to Saganugwatsuruyanis out in front. Rolls wide. Daibo picks it up. Got a shot away. Did not hit the net. 1 second to go. There's a bouncer and a save made, and that is the first shot of the game for the Hunters. And the Knights get rid of the pressure and come back over center. Nepean in possession. Young sends it back down. Shot clock's at 5. And that shot's not on. A rebound tipped on and a falling shot, forcing the netminder to make the stop, and the Hunters corral it with 5 minutes gone by. Opening couple of minutes here brought to you by Burning Leaf on Route 138 in Kahnawake, located right across the street from Good Leafs Auto. Hunters in possession. This is Bomberry. Threw it out in front. Score! No goal! Dylan Martin steps into the crease. Dominique Hartley right on it. 5 minutes gone by here in the first. Picked up and played out to the top. Score! Elijah Terry walks right in. I think Morris was anticipating some help on the back, and unfortunately that did not come, and the Knights go up by a count of 2-0. Terry walks right in here, and then there's no one there to defend, and he tucks it in 7-hole right underneath the armpit of Shognosh. And it's 2-0 Knights. Elijah Terry has made it 2-0 here in Nepean. Stout knocks it out, and the Knights are on it. Chief Moon pressuring high. Oh, Nepean's got 6 out there. Yeah. Hunters ball. Chief Moon reels it in. And the Hunters now scooping one up. Sent out. Martin. Jacobs. Held up. He gets a shot away, deflected en route. That's his first career shot in Junior B. That's Ruda Haji Jacobs, number 2, first-year U17 player. Getting the call for the Hunters tonight. Shot clock's at 15. And there's a drive, not on. A rebound. Kennedy scoops it up. Submarine shot blocked. Hunters can't corral it. And this one is corralled. And a shot clock violation after all of that. But my goodness, the Hunters a little lackadaisical in trying to pick up that Lucy. 13:23 left to go in the first. Nepean 2, Kahnawake no score. Here's Saganugwaturu Yanis Rice. Back out to Cayman Daibo. Daibo fires off of a Knight, deflects back out. Ball stays in play. 7 seconds to shoot. Pass gets away from Albany. 5 seconds to go. De Hahande out in front. And that'll be intercepted and a shot clock violation called on the Hunters. Two nothing Nepean leading with 12:48 remaining here in the first. Young sends it out to the far side. Don't forget, in the playoffs coming up here, there is no pick your opponent in the first round in the East like there was last season. And it'll be Nepean ball after a late check. Gives it back to Nepean. Chief Moon scoops it up. Back comes Chief Moon, swinging it out to the top. Dehowardoru Daibo sends it over. Saganu Guatsuru Yanni, shot clock down to 10. He spins, backs it out, shoots, save made. A rebound, Rudo Haje kicks it out, fresh 30 Hunters. Dylan Martin, Cayman Daibo. Dehowardoru missed the pass. Jacob scoops it up, double teamed. Shot clock at 15, back out to Saganu Guatsuru Yanis, over to Cayman Daibo. Score! And the Hunters are on the board. Cayman Daibo lets her rip. And Kahnawake is on the board. It's now 2-1, they cut the lead in half. Third time the Hunters have been able to score a goal, but the only time that it's actually counted. We'll see if they can change that here. Well, Cayman Daibo has gotten the Hunters on the board. It's 2-1. Rice couldn't corral it, and it's corralled in front of the Nepean bench, and the Knights will get started here on this possession. This is Stevenson back up top. Stevenson gets it back, shoots, save made, a rebound corralled by the Hunters. Jensen White to Darius Jones. Jones across center, and he will put on the brakes. Kick it out. Jacobs spins off a check. Cayman Daibo. 9 seconds to go. Albany shoots, and that's chest saved. And the Knights come back, settled in by Caleb Bosomworth, and he will hand it off to Kennedy and go to the bench for a change. Kennedy back up top, out in front, and it's scooped up by the Hunters. Tiger Stacy on the steal. Tylen Daibo. Having a hard time scooping it up. And Nepean's got it. Here's a breakaway opportunity, not on. Rebound, Kennedy can't find it, and he's got it here. Bounced up top, and the Knights will settle it in here with 17 to shoot. Owen Rice staying on, so we got a 4-on-4 here, and a 1-on-1 now on the other end. Now Rice goes to the bench, 7 seconds to shoot. 5 seconds to go. And Shognosh shuts it down. Back behind the goal. Daibo gets called for interference, so a 30-second shot clock is now rewarded to the Knights. 2-1 Nepean leading. Good game thus far here at Howard Darwin Arena. Ball gets knocked away. We got a holding call coming up. On the Hunters, so it's time to go to a Mohawk Super Bingo Find the Queen Hunters penalty kill. Marcus Daibo goes off for a hold. First power play either way, 9:13 to go in the first. This game brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness, as well as Burning Leaf, and of course the aforementioned Mohawk Super Bingo. Knights in control on this PP. Back out. Stevenson down low, return feed down in front, broken up, and it's scooped up by Stevenson. He's opposed by the other number 16, that's Stout, near side. And Jones one-hands it. Darius Jones up the floor, and here is Bryce Stout for the Hunters. 1:30 left to go in the penalty. Owen Rice corrals it. Two Knights looming to try and double team Owen. Takes a chop. Shot clock's at 5. Rice tried to dump it down low. Dylan Martin was posting up like you would in basketball, but the Knights shut that down and come back with half of their power play gone here. 1 minute remaining in DPP. Stevenson back out to Michael Green, the captain for the Knights. Back behind the net. Waugh sends it out, shot. That stopped. Hit Shognosh right in the face. That's what you call using your head. He makes the save. Back out it comes. Pad save made, Shognosh. A rebound. Jones trying to find it. And there are 2 Hunters and 2 Knights there. And they'll give it to Nepean here for a fresh 30. 7:35 remaining in this first period. 2-1 lead for Nepean. Back at the top. Quick stick, pig stop. Shognosh flying, and he makes the save. 7 seconds left to go. And De Howard Odu brings it in. That power play is over. The Hunters 1 for 1 on the Mohawk Super Bingo Find the Queen Hunters penalty kill. 12 seconds to shoot. 2-1 lead for the Knights. Owen Rice got the step and he's turned aside. And Nepean's on it. Houlihan with a good stop there on Rice. Played back up top for Kennedy. Waugh, near side, Kennedy with 15 to shoot. Kennedy fires through a screen, save made. Shognosh out of his crease. Tiger Stacy. Chief Moon drops it back for Dehahande Albany. 10 seconds to shoot as the music starts blasting here. Let's see if the Hunters could sing some tunes. There's a drive and a pad save. Hunters get a fresh 30. It's not something we've said a whole lot of this game. See if they can get up their energy level here on those loosies. Cayman Daibo. Dehahande Albany. Out in front. Where's the ball? Oh, it's stuck in his glove. I don't think he could do that if he tried. Nepean ball. 5:44 remaining here in this first period, and well, they must really love Wiz Khalifa here in this building. Played up top. Green driving in. Green out in front. Quick stick. Oh, Shognosh with a left shoulder. Boy, did he ever cold shoulder that lacrosse ball. Darius Jones back out. Saganugwaturu Yanis Rice with 15 seconds to shoot. Dehahande. Cayman Daibo. Lane to the goal. Fires not on. And that hits the mesh. Nepean ball. 5 minutes remaining here in this opening period. Nepean 2, Kahnawake 1. Kennedy. Swings it out. Open shot, and they score. Logan Grant puts it over the left shoulder, and it is 3-1 Nepean with 4:44 to go. As this game is brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Want to look and feel your best? Trust the experts at Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness, located at the bottom of Blind Ladies Hill. Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness since 2022. And it's taken back. Big collision in front, and that goes out of play. Hunter's ball with 4:35. Big collision in front of that Nepean, the Hunters bench. Gathered in by Dehahande Albany. Here on the near side. Swung out to Cayman Daibo. There's a shot, save made, rebound, big stop. And Nepean's got it. 2 great saves by Houlihan as he turned away Martin on the second try. 4 minutes to go. Swung over, and that one's dropped. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Michael Young is going to go to the sin bin here, and the Hunters will go to work on their first power play of the game. This power play, of course, is brought to you by Find the Queen at Mohawk Super Bingo. The draws are held every single Sunday on Zoom at 5 p.m. 5-minute power play here for the Hunters. And I thought they were going to get a goaltender's timeout here. They haven't gotten one yet this period, which is a rarity. Usually they get a goaltender's timeout every period, but no such luck here. Hunters on the power play. Cayman Daibo back out to Owen Rice. Daibo on the top of this PP. Rice. Martin goes to the crease. Dehahande. 14 to shoot. Albany lets it go. That deflects off of a body. Cayman Daibo with 7 to shoot. Back out. Owen Rice. 5 seconds to go. Skip pass. Froze Rice. Suggo Rice. And Suggo Rice with the takeaway. Nearly. And they get it over. At the last possible second. Great work. Jones ties his man up. Shot clock at 14. And it'll be Hunters' ball. Four minutes remaining in the power play. So there is this period will end with a minute and 20 left on the power play, and unless the Hunters get 2 here. You can score 2 on the major. It's not like hockey where you can score as many as you wish. Owen Rice fires, that stopped. And back comes Nepean. Bursting through, Dehahande Albany knocked it away and stole the ball. Brandon Francis yelling for a timeout, and he will get the timeout with 2:08 remaining here in period number 1. This timeout brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Want to look and feel your best? Trust the experts at Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness, located at the bottom of Blind Ladies Hill. Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness since 2022. So this is a 3-1 game here with 2:08 remaining in the first period of play. Hunters on a power play. It was a 5-minute major taken by Michael Young. So Brandon Francis, Brett Bucktooth talking things over. Trying to see if they can get the Hunters back into it here, trailing 3-1. Not that they're out of it, but I mean, obviously you'd rather go into the intermission down by 1 instead of down by 2, or tied, or up by 15. But I don't think that's going to happen in any game in this league. So not going to be up 15-0 or 18-3 after the first period in any game. So the Hunters go back to work here on this power play, which has 3:23 on it. Dylan Martin, Owen Rice. Dehahande Albany on the near side. Cayman back out to Albany. He fires, pad save, rebound, deflects, and the Hunters get a fresh 30. Saganugwatsuru Yanis. Cayman over, shot, not on, a rebound stays in play, and Albany catches it off the hop. 18 to shoot. Albany. Cayman, Sawyers, pad save, Houlihan, a rebound. Nepean ball. That's a moving pick called on the Knights. Hunters possession. Here's Saganugwatsuru Yanis. Cayman Daibo, back out. Martin. Owen Rice, Cayman Daibo. Albany Diving, trying to force the pass in there. Rice picks it up. Suggle Rice back out. Daibo, shoulder save. Martin, no, he scores! He stuffed it in. Houlihan got a piece of it, but not enough, and it trickles to the back of the goal. And that is a power play goal. The Hunters have hit the jackpot just like you can by playing Find the Queen at Mohawk Super Bingo. Find your lucky lady today by playing Find the Queen at Mohawk Super Bingo. Hunters 1 for 1 on the power play, and this power play will continue. 48.2 remaining in this first period of play. This final minute brought to you by Burning Leaf, located on Route 138, right across the street from Good Leafs Auto. As the Lucy comes in front of the Nepean bench, and the Knights will get possession with 38.4 left, so an 8.4 differential between the shot clock and the game clock. As the Knights bring it in. Shot clock down to 8. Not on. And the Hunters got it. 10 seconds to shoot. Darius Jones gets it over to Kamen. 4 seconds to go. Daibo. Dehododu does not get the shot off, and that will do it for period number 1. Pretty entertaining game up to this point. Nepean does have the lead, though, after the opening 20. Our score at the end of 1 period of play, the Nepean Knights 3, the Kahnawake Hunters 2. We're coming back with the second period of play. You're watching Hunters Lacrosse on Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to Howard Darwin Arena here in Nepean, where the first period of play is in the books and the second period is about to begin. The Kahnawake Hunters and Nepean Knights. No surprise here that it's a one-goal game at the end of 20 minutes. We're going into the second here with the Hunters still on a power play for 2 minutes and change. Kahnawake with goals coming courtesy of Dylan Martin and Cayman Daibo. Nepean goals courtesy of Elijah Terry, Griffin Armstrong, and Logan Grant. Shognosh and Houlihan, the netminders on both ends, and that will not change as we make our way into this second period of play. Davey Hallett, Dominique Hartley, as we mentioned at the top, are two officials, two DHs, if you will. And the Hunters, actually got a minute 18 left of PP time. Now the gentleman, Michael Green, who took the penalty, will have to serve the remainder of the time in the box. But if the Hunters score in the next minute 18, then it becomes full strength. If they don't score, then the obvious of when those 1 minute and 18 seconds are done, he will come out of the box. Leighton Bomberry taking the draw, and he wins it. And the Hunters will start this period off. Cayman Daibo coming in. Back up top. Dylan Martin back to Cayman, so they've changed positions here. It's Owen Rice at the top here now on this power play. It was Cayman before. Rice back out. Saganuguaturu Yanis. Owen Rice, Cayman Daibo. Shot clock down to 6. Rice down low, quick stick. Great save! And the Knights fling one up. And that bounces into Hunters territory. Giving chase is Dehanyardakwa Norton, and Shognosh will scoop it up. And the Hunters can resume work here. This will be their final flurry on this power play, as there's 25 seconds left on it. 4-second differential between the penalty clock and the shot clock. Owen Rice, Dylan Martin, Cayman Daibo. He shoots, crossbar! Rebound stays in place. Pooped up by Saganuguaturu Yanis. Owen Rice fires, great save. And that penalty comes to an end. The Hunters 1 for 1 on the power play, as that was a 5-minute major. They did score once, but they did not score two. Back come the Knights, in control on the far side, 3-2 lead. A minute and a half gone by in the second. Near side. This is Stevenson swinging it out. Skip past that through the middle. Stout forces a long shot, not on, and the Hunters got it. Morris retrieves this. Wesley Morris kicks it out, and he'll go to the bench for a change. 14 seconds to shoot. Cayman Daibo gets a screen, 8 seconds to shoot. Tehorodoro fires, and that's stopped. And the Knights will come back. Brought back in by Nepean. This is Michael Green, the captain. Back out. Marcus Kaizek back out on the far side. Pad save by Shognosh as he got it with the left foot, and a rebound corralled by the Hunters. And Kahnawake is back on it. Marcus Daibo gets it out, and he'll go to the bench for a change. Owen Rice, 3 lefties out there. 7 seconds to shoot. Back out. There's a shot by Ruda Haji Jacobs, which is blocked. And that'll be a shot clock violation on Kahnawake. giving the ball back to Nepean with 16:42 to go here in the second period. Griffin Armstrong. Pass the flex, and Owen Rice can't scoop it up, and they score. How in the world did that happen? And it is Griffin Armstrong getting his second. He found that he's able to pull the rabbit out of the magician's hat, and he gives Nepean a 2-goal lead again. It's 4-2. Face-off violation, Nepean. Kahnawake ball. Dehoradoru swings it over to Cayman Daibo. Martin. Interference called on the Hunters, Nepean ball. Green got the step and he's patted aside. Norton not able to corral it. Fresh 30 Knights, back out it comes. There's a shot and Shognosh makes the save. Norton catches this one at center. Norton leaves it for Owen Rice. Owen with 5 seconds to shoot. Sagano Guatsuruyanis came in, Daibo fires, shoulder save. A rebound. Back up the floor, and the Knights come back. Ethan Hopkins, 2-on-1 the other way, and that's missed wide. Rebound hit the back of the net. Wesley Morris tying his man up, Marcus Daibo. And they will give him a fresh 30 here. Morris's pass is blocked. Hopkins got in the way of that. Daibo scooping it up. Marcus Daibo. Not able to find the handle, and Hopkins controls. Those 50-50 balls are basically 65-35 Nepean tonight. I mean, they're getting to more than just their fair share. Here's a chance, and they score. As a result, Logan Grant gets free and makes no mistake in tight on Shognosh, and it is 5-2. First 3-goal lead of the night either way here with 14:28 to go here in the second. Face-off violation against the Hunters, so here come the Knights in possession. Shot clock at 12. Out in front it comes. And Shognosh turned it aside. And there's another Lucy for Nepean. And it's thrown away. Bounces back in. Bounced up. Liam McLeod. Shot clock at 10. Bounce not on, and that'll hit the ceiling. Hunter's ball. Jensen White, Owen Rice, Dehoradoru Daibo. Sagano Guatsuruyanis, isolating. He fires, pad save made, a rebound. Near side, Owen Rice is on there, and there's a Lucy picked up by the Hunters. Deha Hyundai Albany surveys. Out in front, Martin tied up. Dylan Martin. Shot clock at 15. Martin swings it out. Shot, and that stopped. A rebound. Daibo overran the ball, scooped up by Nepean. And back come the Knights. McLeod turned aside by Shognosh. Darius Jones back at center. And the Knights have Cayman Daibo come in front, and he scores! Cayman Daibo makes no mistake in tight. And he has made it a 2-goal game with his second goal of the evening. While Cayman throws a nice fake here right at Houlihan. Houlihan bites on it, and then Cayman able to tuck it in short side, making it 5-3 with 12:24 to go in the second. This game, of course, is brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Want to look and feel your best? Trust the team at Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness, located at the bottom of Blind Ladies Hill. Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness since 2022. Stout. Chief Moon ran into Stout. Darius Jones scoops it up. That won't make the Hunters highlight films for the 2025 campaign. Might not matter, though, if they're able to get a good offensive possession. They're going to have to hurry, though. They got 7 on it. Owen. Fire score! It might make the highlight reel after all that. Owen Rice. Going to his right, shooting to his left. That is a goal scorer's goal, and the Hunters slice the lead down to 1. Good shot by Rice. It's 5-4. And the Knights have it roll in. And Nepean's on it. 11:40 to go here in this second period of play. 5-4 in favor of the home team. Armstrong sends it out. Moving screen. Hunter's ball. This is a period with the long change. But if you are the first one to get to the bench, it could really be a game changer. Owen Rice sends it out to Sagunu Guatsaru-Yanis. 15 to shoot. Rice to Owen Rice. Cayman Daibo, shot clock down to 8. Out in front, pass broken up. 7 seconds to shoot. Cayman sends it out. Albany has to fire it up, and he's not able to hit the net. Nepean ball. Shot clock down to 20. 10:40 left to go in the second period of play. 5-4 Nepean. Near side, there's a shot. Good stick. Marcus Daibo got in the way. 7 seconds to shoot. Isaac, that's not on. 3 seconds to go. And that shot's not on either. Shot clock violation, Nepean. Hunter's ball. Marcus Daibo taking his time. And he'll go to the bench for a change. De Howard Ordu. Behind the neck. Cayman Daibo. Shot clock at 15. Cayman. Got some space. Sends it out. Daibo a drive. De Howard Ordu. No. Sago Nuguatsaru-Yanis can't handle it. McLeod. Shot clock down to 3. Rice got it back, and his shot is stopped. Nepean ball. Halfway through this second period of play. This game, of course, brought to you by Burning Leaf on Route 138, right across from Good Leafs Auto. Nepean coming back. Michael Green lost the ball in front of the house. Scooped back up by the Knights. Shot clock down to 8. And there's a save made by Shognosh. Up the floor. Held in by Stout as he makes his way over center. Stout wanted to feed it to Owen Rice. The Hunters will scoop it up anyway with 15 to shoot. Call that the second time that the broken clock has been right today. Leighton Bomberry, shot clock down to 4. He fires, oh! Hunters ball, they're gonna get a fresh 30 off of that. $8:50 to go, Hunters back on it. Owen back out to Deha Honde. Bomberry spins off the check, threw it out in front, pass a little too hot to handle for Martin. Picked up by Bomberry and it's knocked out of his stick. Martin, interference, Nepean ball. $8:20 remaining. Comes back out. Good slide by Van Domelen. Comes to the near side, 7 to shoot. Back out. Shot fake. Good defense. Shot comes in from a sharp angle. Save made. Rebound clamped on. And the Hunters are on it. Darius Jones. Back out to Cayman Daibo. Owen Rice with 8 to shoot. Back out. Deodoru. Backdoor. Daibo, and he's turned away. Good stop. Daibo's on it. And his pass is stolen. And he stole it right back. Good instinctual play by Deodoru Daibo. 20 seconds to shoot. And that hit someone, and I think it was a Hunter. Nope, it's going to go off of it. They roll off of a Nepean defender. Hunters get a fresh 30. Cayman to Owen Rice. Owen sidesteps, trying to tuck it in short side, does not hit the net. Now go out of play. And back come the Knights. 2-on-1 in transition. Good break up, a rebound. Deflected, lands to Shognosh, and he will have it. Chief Moon to Jensen White. Played out to Ruwada Haji Jacobs, making his Hunters debut. There's a shot by White, it's blocked. And that pass is out of reach. Darius Jones is on it. 5-4 Nepean, 6:07 left. Cayman Daibo. Kind of hard not to call that a moving screen. Hunters turn it over. Nepean ball. For Nepean, 5:40 left to go in the second period of play. Near side. And that's tired away by Shognosh. A backhander, they score! Gabe Young on the rebound. And the Knights go back up by 2 at 6-4. Young makes this, Shognosh makes the save. Young, aware that Shognosh is trying to find the ball, but he knows he can't fire it all the way off to the far side, just throws a backhander, pinpoint accuracy, and he makes it 6-4. That is a beautiful goal. Back come the Knights. Pass is broken up, and Shognosh with the steal. Chief Moon to Dehain Yurako Norton. And his pass is deflected. Luda Haji Jacobs is on it. And the Hunters throw it away. Morris back into it, and he steals it. Sent out. 6-4 with 4:37 left to go in the second period. Dehahande Albany back out to Cayman Daibo. Cayman whips it. Rice can't handle it. Dehahande back on it with 10 to shoot. Dehahande backdoor. Cayman can't hit the target. And the Hunters are back defensively off the turnover. Here come the Knights. Throwing one out in front. In transition, they score! Elijah Terry makes it 7-4. Here with 4:07 to go in the second. So the Knights scored 2 to make it 5-2. The Hunters scored 2, make it 5-4. Now the Knights have scored 2 to make it a 3-goal game again. And it's the Hunters' turn to respond. Off the post. Although responding is not what I would call that defensive play. Let's see if they can regroup here on this defensive possession. Kennedy. Shognosh kept it out. Great save. He fell into the net, but the ball was stuck in his pads, and his pads stayed on the right side of the goal line. Darius Jones. 3 minutes, 18 seconds left to go. Cayman Daibo. Owen Rice behind the goal. Thielen Martin. Cayman. Shot. Shot clock violation. That hit the back of the net, but not quite the goal. Back come the Knights. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in this second period. This is Stevenson back out. Shot comes in, good stop by Shognosh. And Shognosh comes up big. Well, ever since the Knights scored that 6th goal, they've taken it to the Hunters. And we're going to get matching minors here. This game brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness, located at the bottom of Blind Ladies Hill. Want to look and feel your best? Trust the team at Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness since 2022. This game also brought to you by Find the Queen at Mohawk Super Bingo. Only 4 minutes up on the board to the Hunters, so we'll see if that's a power play. No, it's just an extra 2. So 2 up on the boards for the Knights, 4 up on the boards for the Hunters. It's 4-on-4. Back out to Kennedy, and he missed the pass. Darius Jones nearly had it. It's stolen back. Stevenson coming in. He shoots, and that's blocked, and it's stolen by Stout. Stout in behind the defense, and he's turned aside. Darius Jones back on it. Actually, that did not hit the net, so the shot clock's now at 15. Dehahande. Cayman Daibo. Shot clock at 5. Bomberry in alone. Shoulder save made. Fresh 30 Hunters. Kamen cuts to the middle. Picks it out. That's not on, and a rebound will bounce in to Hunter's territory. McLeod. And here is Nepean's Armstrong, who's got 2 goals. And that's shouldered aside by Shognosh. It bounces up to center. Final minute of play in this second period brought to you by Burning Leaf on Route 138 right across Goodleaf's Auto. And there's a chest save, Shognosh. Chief Moon, 14 seconds to go. Behind your Duckman Norton. Hunters are not short yet. And now they are. Hunters are killing a penalty. Shot clock at 10. Back up top. Game clock's at 10 seconds. Out in front. Owen Rice shoots. Not on. And Nepean's got to call a timeout with 5.6 to go in the second period of play. This timeout brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Want to look and feel your best? Trust the experts at Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness, located at the bottom of Blind Ladies Hill. Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness since 2022. So the Knights now officially on a Mohawk Super Bingo, or the Hunters are officially on a Mohawk Super Bingo Find the Queen Kahnawake penalty kill. We are 5.6 seconds away from the end of the second period. The Hunters trailing the Nepean Knights 7-4. And they've got, of course, their weekend trip. Both of the games this weekend, by the way, will be broadcast live on our usual networks. Saturday, 7 p.m., the Hunters and the Newmarket Redbirds. They're no longer the Newmarket Saints, but the Newmarket Redbirds. And then at 1 p.m., the artist formerly known as Markham, now the West Durham Ironheads, will host Kahnawake. Pre-game shows starting at 6:55 p.m. and 12:55 p.m., respectively. So they've added a second and a half on the clock. There's 7.6 seconds left in the period. Here we go. 5 seconds to go. Wah swings it in. Shognosh, 2 big saves. Wow, that could have been potentially the backbreaker if they got one there instead. They do have their biggest lead of the evening heading into the second intermission. Nepean leading this one by a count of 7-4 as we make our way into the second intermission. We're coming back with period 3. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back here to Howard Darwin Arena in Nepean. Third period about to begin. The Kahnawake Hunters and Nepean Knights getting set for this third period of play. Knights leading it by a count of 7-4. So the Hunters got 20 minutes to try to go at least 3 up on the Knights and extend this game to OT or suffer their first loss of the season, one of the two. That's been one thing that Nepean has been so good at in the last few years. It's been getting off to those really fast starts. They didn't lose their first game last year until the 10th game of the season. The year before that, it took them 12. The year before that, it took them 9. So this team has jumped out of the gate each and every single season since we came back from the shutdowns during 2020 and 2021. Hunters beginning this third period on a Mohawk Super Bingo Find the Queen Kahnawake penalty kill. Our officials are back out here, and of course this opening face-off is brought to you by Burning Leaf on Route 138 in Kahnawake. Right across the street from Good Leaf's Auto. Leighton Bomberry and Josh Sweet, and Sweet makes sure that face-off is sweet, and he gives Nepean the start here to this third period of play. This is Stevenson. Stevenson. Kennedy. Picked up by Stout. And Darius Jones. Not able to handle it. Throwing up the floor. Chief Boone. That's a 10-second count. And the Hunters turn it over with 1:03 left to go on the power play for Nepean. Stevenson sends it out. Back up top. Here's a howitzer off the post. Stout. Jones. 7 seconds. And they do get it over. Shot clock's at 15 for Saganugwatsuru Yanis Rice. He swings it out to Cayman Daibo. Join us for our next broadcast on our YouTube proper as Cayman Daibo shoots that block. That'll be on Saturday, so 2 days' time. The Hunters and the Newmarket Redbirds opening face-off is at 7 p.m., 6:55 for the pre-game show. Here's a chance. Cross shot, not on. Kylan Daibo scoops it up. Waugh pressures him. And it's bounced up to Dehainer Ruckwan Norton. Norton gets it and gives it off to Ruda Haji Jacobs with some room. Back up top for Saganugwatsuru Yanis. 10 seconds to shoot. We're back to full strength. Owen Rice shooting, save, rebound. Fished out. Up the floor it comes. And that's a bouncer that's picked up by Rice. And Owen will try to restart this thing for the Hunters, trailing by a count of 7-4. Tehor Ordu Daibu. Skips it out to Cayman Daibo. Daibo spins off. 13 to shoot. Daibo to Tehor Ordu. He shoots, and that's shoulder to side. A rebound. Dylan Martin's on it. Martin skips it near side. Dehahande Albany. Skips it out. Cayman Daibo. Shot clock down to 15. Tehor Ordu. Moving, screen called. Nepean ball. 3 minutes gone by here in the third. 7-4 Nepean. Near side. Here's a shot, save. Out of play, fresh 30, Nepean. Wah picks it up. He gets a pick, sends it out. Picked up by Nepean, they still got it. 12 seconds to shoot. Cloud, back out. Armstrong lets it go, not on. A rebound, bounces up the center, 4 seconds to go. And that'll be just angled into Hunter's territory. Shot clock violation on the Knights with 16 minutes and 9 seconds to go here in the third. Owen Rice to Leighton Bomberry. In front to Rice, and he's shouldered away. Nepean's on it. Bomberry. Interference on Rice, Nepean ball. Kennedy. Back out. Cross shot, not on. And interference call gives it to Nepean. Fresh 30. Stevenson back out. Young behind the net. And the Hunters are on it. Jensen White to DeHoward Odudaibo at center. DeHoward Odudaibo with 10 to shoot. Swings it out. Martin coming downhill, fires not on. A rebound. Backhander turned aside. First 30 Hunters. DeHoward Odudaibo gets it over to Saganugwatsudu. He fires, pad save. Rebound stays in play, picked up by Nepean. McLeod near far side gets it over to the near side where it's corralled by Herbst. "12 seconds to shoot. Out in front. Here's a shot through traffic and it stopped, and a rebound. Nepean's on it. Fresh 30 Knights. Terry. And that pass is off the mark. Shognosh clamps on it, and he's got it. Dehanyirakwa Norton, Dehahande Albany. Dehahande has a look and gets it up top for Cayman Daibo. Bomberry shoots, not on. That'll hit the mesh. Nepean ball. 13 minutes, 13 seconds left to go in the third. Here comes Wah. Wah around a screen. And he's shouldered aside, a rebound to flex. And here comes Marcus Daibo in behind the defense. Daibo coming in. He can't hit the target. A rebound out of reach for Chief Moon, and the Knights are on it. Played up to the middle. Here's a shot. Save made. Darius Jones, Dehanyirakwa Norton. Saganugwatulu Yanis. Sago Rice driving, shooting, can't stuff it in. It's fished out by Houlihan. Back comes Nepean. Skipped across, and that pass is deflected and picked up by Stout. Here comes Stout. And he'll bring it out behind the goal. Stout to Bomberry, and the Hunters get time here on this. 15 seconds to shoot. Darius Jones behind the net. Out in front, that pass hits someone in the helmet. And now the Knights will corral it. McLeod to Waugh at center. And that's dropped and stolen and picked up. Behind your duck with Norton. In behind the defense, that's a hold. And he's turned aside. Norton picks it up. Double team. Back on the Knights, up the floor, and the pass is a little too low. Back on the Knights, Kennedy. Near side. Not on. A rebound. Karams, and it's scooped up by Tylan Daibo. And Daibo brings it out. Daibo throws it to Owen Rice. Shot fake. Driving in from an off angle. He's not going to try to take it from there. Rice back behind, and he'll send it out to Cayman Daibo. Rice. And this is De Howard Ordu Daibo retrieving it. Low pass handled by Cayman. Shot clock down to 8. Owen Rice not able to handle the pass. It was out of reach. Shot clock down to 4. He's tied up. Nepean corrals it. There's a collision between Rice and the netminder, Houlihan. Back come the Knights. Waugh busting into Hunter's territory. Waugh back out, and that pass is deflected and stolen by the Hunters. Van Domlin. Here's Ruda Hadji Jacobs. Leighton Bomberry. Around the screen. Backhanded, great pass. Martin, score! Dylan Martin. And he makes it 7-5, first goal of the third period. Martin's got his second. It's 7-5 with 9:03 to go here in the third. This game, of course, brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness, as well as Burning Leaf on Route 138 in Kahnawake, right across the street from 207 Auto Care, right across the street from Goodleaf's Auto, and, of course, Mohawk Super Bingo. Darius Jones on the draw. Or off the draw, I should say. He's got possession. Jensen White. Owen Rice. Cayman Daibo. Around the screen. Out with 8 seconds to shoot. Deha Honde. Out in front. Rice fires, and that stop by Houlihan. Fresh 30 Hunters. Back out. Penalty coming up to Nepean. Intercepted, and we've got a power play for a hold coming up for the Hunters with 8:26 to go. We've got a goaltender's timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Located at the bottom of Blind Ladies Hill. You want to look and feel your best? Trust the experts at Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness since 2022. And that means it is time for a Mohawk Super Bingo Find the Queen Hunters power play. Kahnawake 1 for 2 on the man advantage. Badly needing one here. It's 7-5 Nepean here with 8:23 remaining in this third period of play. Bomberry behind the goal. Martin out to Leighton at the top for Cayman. Drifting, firing, not on. Still 10 seconds to shoot. Albany to Bomberry to Cayman Daibo to Albany. He shoots, save made. A rebound, no, crease violation. And Nepean's got it. Back on the Knights. Logan Grant back out to Wah. Gabe Young. Ball's knocked away and stolen. And back on the Hunters. To Van Domelin. Save. And Houlihan's had to face quite a few breakaways here in this third. 7:15, 47 ticks remaining in the power play for the Hunters. They've got a couple of opportunities. 2 shots on goal to be exact here on the PP. Kennedy. That hits the post. Goes out of play, fresh 30 Knights. And the penalty clock is just about to end. Behind your knuckle and Norton. And Kennedy, or sorry, not Kennedy, but Elijah Terry wins the battle. Shot clock violation. The Knights don't care because they've killed off the power play. And a big kill for Nepean there. 6:20 to go in period 3. Nepean 7, Kahnawake 5. Cayman Daibo, Leighton Bomberry, De Howard Odu Daibo, 10 seconds to shoot. Out in front, Cayman, turned away by Houlihan. Six minutes remaining. Knights corral it. Shot clock down to 5. Crease violation. Hunters ball, 5:30 to go. Marcus Daibo. Here's Ruda Haji Jacobs, back out. Cayman Daibo. Owen Rice. Out in front. Ball rolls away from Cayman. Jacobs is on it. Ruda Haji escaping. Shot clock down to 7. Owen Rice. Shooting. Picked up by the Knights. Shot clock's not running. There we go. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Nepean in a tight game with the Hunters. It's 7-5. Back out. Wah had some space, gave it up, and that is fired and stopped. No reset. Davey Hallett's giving him a manual countdown. Shot clock violation. Four minutes and 20 seconds to go. Nepean 7, Kahnawake 5. Albany. Bomberry. He shoots, not on. A rebound. Rice knocked it down. It's loose in front of the house. Albany. Knocked away and stolen by Nepean. Good stick check. Daibo trying to pick it up. There's all bodies flying, and the Knights get possession. It's thrown out. On the near side of the goal, Stevenson bounces one. 8 seconds to shoot. Pass is fumbled. Stout. And Darius Jones is on it. And the Hunters. Possession's becoming more and more valuable right now. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play. Kahnawake trailing 7-5. Saganugwatsuru Yanis. Swings it out. Owen. Down low. Pass misses the intended target. 7 seconds to shoot. Suggle Rice has to fire it up. That hit a stick. Owen fires not on, and a shot clock violation against the Hunters. We'll give it to the Knights with 2:45 remaining. Back out. Marcus Daibo, good knockdown, picked up. Shognosh to save, a rebound, Hunters are on it. Van Domelen up the floor. And the Hunters turn it over. Kahnawake is gonna have to press here. Down by 2 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Ball's knocked away and stolen. Dehainyarakwa Norton. Saw that there were 2 Knights back defensively. And he'll get off the floor. Good work by him. Shognosh will stay on the bench, or stay on the floor. Saganugwatsuru Yanni, shot clock at 10. Cayman Daibo, switched onto. Shot clock at 4. Out in front. And that is stripped and stolen. In the last 80 seconds, 85 seconds here of this one. 7-5 Nepean. The Hunters are going to have to really press to get, well, they need 1 at least, but they're going to have to get 2 too. Trailing 7-5. Shot clock and game clock are primed to be at 0 at 1 minute. Save. Timeout. Brandon Francis wants a timeout, and he's going to get a timeout. A few extra seconds ticked off. We'll see if they put it back on the clock. So, timeout, Hunters. This timeout brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness, located at the bottom of Blind Ladies Hill. If you want to look and feel your best, trust the experts at Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Since 2022. So this timeout will give the Hunters a chance to really try to dig in here. The trail at 7-5. Neither team has had much offense in this third period. It's been a very good defensive game, good goaltending. But the Knights are up by 2 more than the Hunters are at this point. Down 7-5 with 1 minute left here are the Hunters, but Shognosh has gone to the bench for the extra attacker. 6-on-5 Hunters. Cayman Daibo. Down low, quick stick, great save, Houlihan! Can't really say you want much more than that, a great shot. $15 seconds to shoot. If you're Nepean, you do not want to get a shot off here. That's a dangerous pass, and the finish works anyway. Justin Stevenson with the finish, and it's 8-5 with 25.6, and that will do it for this game. The Knights will get to 2-0 on the season, and the Hunters will fall to 1-1. There's 25.6 left. And the Hunters can't really soak this one in for too long. Actually, neither one of these two teams can. They're both in a stretch of 3 out of 4 games. 3 games in 4 nights. Cayman Daibo gets a slashing call at the end. And Hunters take a penalty with 7.5 seconds left, so this penalty kill for the Hunters is brought to you by Find the Queen at Mohawk Super Bingo. Draws are held every single Sunday on Zoom. 5.5 seconds left to go, and I don't think the Knights are going to try to get one last shot off here. Nepean will get the victory tonight over the Kahnawake Hunters by a final score of 8-5. And the Knights are 2-0. The Hunters fall to 1-1. Well, not much time for either team to really care too much about this one. The Hunters got 2 games in a row coming up on the road. They'll travel to Newmarket on Saturday and West Durham on Sunday. We'll have both of those games for you live on our YouTube channel. Of course, you can find us at Baby Blue Memories. A big special shout out to Martin Waugh, Laxfo Productions, Nepean Knights, and of course, yours truly, Brandon Bordeaux, Baby Blue Memories. Working together, teamwork makes the dream work, and we'll see you again in 46 hours' time when the Hunters play the Newmarket Redbirds, 7 p.m. Saturday night. Until then, Ana Gi Wahi.